Okay, golly, very rough schematic on how, in the desert heat that both me and the computer are feeling the effects of, very rough schematic on how the federal government can infuse money into the economy. So we're going to have a Washington, D.C. with a president doing something radical, or about to, just so they know they're safe. We'll also have a green zone, big green zone buffer, and then I guess the green zone can be the alphabet soup of intelligence agencies that make us all feel so secure. Then we'll have ourselves an ordinary American citizen currently somewhat employed. We'll have a variety of communities. And we'll have a project, an abstract project. And we'll have a brand new spanking purple agency that has brand new spanking people doing brand new spanking things. They're going to be like insurance agents for the economy. And we have this project. So up here's DC. And here's a town. Here's some other towns in other time zones. That one's on the southeast time zone, and this one's in Texas time. This one, as in Texas. And if you insist, we can have one in, I don't know, Tijuana time. So any one of these communities have a project they want done. So say the project is improving a walkway from recreational parks to a playground and improving the playground. And since they want it to be a net win for everybody, we'll say they're going to try to keep it in the black. So your community has a construction company, say Blue Can Do Construction. They've been doing business making things like playgrounds and roads, and there's a road to the playground too. That's good, because a lot of people like driving their cars. So, the president says this group of people from all 4 time zones are now employed by the president and like air marshals. They are money marshals. Now, what are the rules for these money marshals? Something like this: town contacts money marshals via the president's people and says, executive branch, we want to talk to the money marshals because we want to build with the funds we already got. We want to build this playground and this road to the playground. But we don't want to build it with the money we got because we don't want to spend half crummy amount of money and get a crummy project done. We want a good project. But the construction company doesn't want to insult the workers by paying them not enough. And quite frankly, the community doesn't want to go to DC and ask them for more money because they find that whole process insulting enough to have already done. But the president has created this new autonomous branch that does not go through the banks getting money from who? The Federal Reserve Bank. So the banks that didn't work give people loans to get cars from the car companies that didn't work, so that they can drive around and burn gas for the oil companies, which are working. They're doing just fine. Okay, cool. But we want this playground. But we don't want to embarrass people by paying them improperly or getting some money and stretching out the job. We want real work. This one is one person, like an insurance person signing off on a project. He comes and says, okay, whether it's Texas, Tijuana, Tuscaloosa time, or what do we have out here in the mountain? Tucumcari time. It's paycheck time. So when this guy gets his paycheck and her name is on it, and this gal gets his paycheck and his name is on it, there's the amount that they get paid. Say they got a job not very skilled, so they're getting minimum wage. Also insulting. This guy or gal signs off on the whole job and says, okay, I got an idea what you're going to do. You keep in touch with me through, let's do another box here, through cameras, like portable little cameras that can show how the job's going. And when this paycheck gets cut, before it gets in the hands of this person, who it gets paid to, a few moments before, maybe an hour, it goes to a computer bank around the camera. It goes to DC. The camera is going to this fella here. Now, this fella does not live in the time zone where the job is. This fella, so if you're in Tucumcari, this guy's from Texarkana. If you're from Texarkana, this guy's from Tacoma. Just to avoid some quick payola. This guy, through the camera, is keeping his eye on the construction job. Construction company sends the paycheck to DC that has got the okay with this guy's John Hancock. He signed on the dotted line about the job. The paycheck comes back. The paycheck's got its minimum wage for one kind of worker, or if it's a skilled worker like a heavy machine operator, still not enough, like say 12 bucks an hour, but that's 15 bucks an hour. Even 20 bucks an hour, maybe not enough, if they're doing the job properly. So what if the federal government says, okay, minimum wage guy, you take home 15 bucks an hour. Whatever the difference is, after taxes at $8.35, whatever it takes, for a nice fat round number. Every hour you work, you get paid $15. Your paycheck got sent to DC. This guy signed off. His name is on the line. That the job's for real. Boom, you get your paycheck. All the extant wonderfulness of our tax system is right there with this bonus that doesn't go through whatever that nightmare vortex is of how money gets sent to banks and communities and dispersed. It skips all that. This guy signs off, the job is done, the paycheck is cut as it normally be cut, it's sent to DC, and then a new paycheck is issued just with whammo. One simple big fat fund that goes directly into the citizen's wallet. Kaboom.